The Marvel deal was actually what kind of opened the door for us.
I ain't gonna lie to you. You partner with Marvel. That means you got a nice little check, bro.
I mean, Marvel was
I
owned
ain't gonna
by
lie to you,
Disney,
bro.
so that makes sense.
You know what I'm saying?
uh,
R.I.P. Chadwick, huh?
back bro, R.I.P. So back when the Black Panther movie trailer had dropped, this was I want to say
2018.
October. Uh,
Nah, the Black Panther that was like 2016 or 15
I,
actually.
it was I want to say 17. I want to say it was
Yeah.
the movie dropped in 2018, early 2018,
Oh
but
shit, my timeline is all messed up.
the trailer dropped in like the fall of 2017. People were hopping on Twitter talking about, oh, what we gonna wear.
Mm-hmm.
We had people that were saying traditional wear. We had people that were saying they want to wear MIZIZI, and then we had people who were taking a step further and saying that MIZIZI should just make a jersey for the movie. And like when I heard the idea, I thought it was cool, but at the same time, like it's Marvel. You know what I'm saying? That's a big ass company. We're only a 3-year-old black owned business by this time. Like why would they work with us, right? So I started doing more research, figuring out like, okay, how was Marvel going about it? What merchandisers do they have? What market were they trying to reach? And just like I made this whole like mind map, figuring out like, okay, how can Mazizi be the solution, or where's the problems that Marvel's having with like the marketing for Black Panther, and how can Mazizi be that solution? Um, so by December, I put together a just like a pitch deck. I found the licensing department at Marvel, emailed them, um, but they told me straight up no. They told me that they already have people that they already have merchandisers, they already have people making clothing for them, so they don't need any more people. And it was a lot of back and forth. I think I pissed them off. I don't think they liked me too much, or I didn't think whoever's in that department liked me too much. Just because like I told them straight up, I was like, yeah, I hear your no, but where I'm from, no means maybe and maybe means yes. So I can't take your no for an answer. And then I broke down like all the reasons why our jersey was superior to any of the other jerseys that they had produced. Um, and it got to the point where they were just like, all right, well, the answer is still no. And if you release anything with Marvel IP on it, we'll have to stick we'll have to take legal action. So I backed off. From there, I was like, okay, if I can't go through the front door, how can I go through the back? Like, how can I get the public to put the pressure on them and show them that there is proof of concept, proof of sale, that people do want this jersey? So by then, we already had like a mock-up design. We went ahead and printed it. We created a video for it. Had a whole Mazizi from Marvel campaign on social media. We were telling people like, yo, we'd love to release this jersey, but we can't. If you want to see it out, tag Marvel and let them know that this is what you want. So like that did pretty well. The video that we dropped got picked up by the Shade Room. It was circulating. It was getting everywhere, but they were still telling us no. Um, by This is going into March now. Black Panther had dropped in February, so the movie had already premiered. And like by this time, me and my team we were talking about it. We were like, all right, we've spent so much time and energy trying to release a jersey that we can't even like actually release. It's that time that we just drop the idea and move forward. And throughout this entire period, I had been finding people who worked at Marvel on social media, on like LinkedIn or Instagram, and I just been shooting shots. I was just messaging people directly, letting them know who we were, and what I was trying to do. There was a lady who had been responsive on LinkedIn. Over the months, she just saw the progress and how committed I was to it, and eventually she was just like, keep in mind this is March now, like the movie already dropped, but she was just like, yo, like let me just get an email for you. I can't make any promises, but let me get back with you. A week later, she got an email for me as somebody that worked at Disney. I found that person on LinkedIn. I added them and all their coworkers, hit all of them up. I'm annoying. Like, don't get me. I'm annoying and persistent as hell. But I've always been like a believer of, I call it polite persistence. As long as I'm like polite, professional, you know what I'm saying. The worst you can say is no, because persistence gets results. Like they're gonna say something eventually. So I sent an email to the email that the lady got me, and I still didn't hear anything. Another week passed, and I told myself, I was like, all right, I know I'm not supposed to put any more energy into this, but if I had gotten this email in the beginning when I first started, I still would have sent a follow-up, like I still would have sent a follow-up email a week later. So I went ahead and I sent that last follow-up email. An hour later, this lady from Disney had to hit me up saying, yo, I love your tenacity and ambition. Can we hop on the phone in an hour? And within 2 days, bro, I was in LA talking to Disney consumer products team, trying to figure out like, okay, how can we make the Black Panther jersey real and run it for the DVD premiere?
I figured that must have played into the Lion King movie too.
Exactly.
The jersey for that then. So you just building on that relationship.
After like we had rolled that out, we had built that relationship with Marvel and the Disney consumer products team. A year later was whenever the Lion King movie premiere was coming out. So I had on my vision board to work for it and to do a jersey for it anyways. So we had started like working on design. And eventually by going into spring, we had hit them up and we're like, yeah, we want to do something for Lion King too. Come to find out, they're already going to pick us to be one of the merchandisers for them. Nice. And to actually roll out a jersey for Lion King. So they're like, this is perfect. Let's just move forward. It was a lot smoother move forward.
Who's head of all the designs? Is it you, or is it was part of your 6-person team?
So I never claimed to be a designer. I just come up with concepts. We have a designer on the team. So whenever we have a concept for a country that we want to do, from there we just kind of just boil down the main things that we want to see in the design. Our designer, his name is Ken, or Kenneth William Obeng. He's located in Accra. He's the one who just makes the magic happen. He brings something to life, and then from there we just pick and pull what we like and don't like until we can finally agree on like, okay, this is beautiful, this is what we want. And then move forward. It's a real collaborative effort.
That's dope that you got a designer back home, man. It's a lot of creative artists, designers, visual, all that back home.
You say back home, I hear cheap labor.
No, that's I mean, listen, that's support. That's how you supposed to do it. Support it back home, man. You're generating.
I'm just getting these jokes off, y'all.
And I know, but I'm just saying, it's surprising to me in my adult life, the amount I've been to Ghana, the amount I've seen of the artists, the base of artists.
Yeah, the artist boom was heavy when we.
Nah,
it's back home. Bro.
Anywhere, like it's crazy because I'm working on a project that is yet to be released, but I'm looking for an animator, and like I found a dope ass animator in Nigeria, like amazing, does amazing work, huh?
Oh yeah. You'll see there's so many underrated artists that are on the continent, and that like you just got to find the serious ones. You find serious people and you lock in with them. It's crazy to see what they create.